Paul McCartney here, just here to say thanks for watching Robbie's video, you know. And it's just great. That's a shit impression. The wig's all wrong as well. Alright, bad impressions aside, welcome everyone to another episode. This time it's a magical mystery tour as we head into Liverpool. I can't even say that. We check out what Albert Docks is like to moor in, a few of the sights of Liverpool, and also some other random stuff. Now, I feel like I've been going on about this Liverpool trip for ages. I was feeling a little bit nervous about it, because when you come from down south, all you hear about is stories of people nicking stuff, and Liverpool's actually, just like anywhere else in the country, any other big city, you're going to get some troublemakers, some wrong-uns, wherever you go. I don't know what to say about the people from Liverpool, because I didn't really get a chance to meet many of them. Ones I did meet, though, were very friendly, very loud, and quite cheerful as well. So it's sort of different to Manchester, I'm noticing that. Whereas I think I got on better with the people from Manchester for some reason, I don't know why. Anyway, the people aside, Liverpool is a cracking city, and you've got to visit it if you've never really thought of doing it before. And there's so much to see and do, I barely scratched the surface. Anyway, first, let's look at how I got into Liverpool itself from Litherland, where I was moored in the previous video. We're basically going from here all the way down to here. We're actually running out of time because we've got to make it to the locks at 1 o'clock, so I'm just going to shut up and crank it. Apparently I've also got to watch out for a car that's been driven into the canal, so yeah, let's see if we can find that. There's so much shit in this canal that I'm just having to keep cutting my engine all the time when I'm going near a bridge to make sure I don't hit a shopping trolley or a mattress or something like that and get that wrapped around my propeller. Because you do not want that, guys. Right, it's just gone 1 o'clock, so hopefully they will go easy on me, but I've heard that they can just turn you away and you'll have to go straight back to where you've come from and then just go on the next day, which I can't do because tomorrow, for my job, I have to go to the NEC, and I've got to be at the NEC for the next 4 days at least, so I just hope we can make this. There it is, the sunken car. Jesus Christ. I can see another boat. I think it's heading in our direction. Yeah, I think they're waiting, so that's a good sign, I hope. Ah! This is Stanley Dock, just at the bottom of the Stanley locks that we've just been through. That building there is the biggest brick warehouse in the world. It's absolutely massive, but I love it, it's brilliant. Right, this is just the next dock on, called Collingwood Dock, I think, and we're heading towards a clock tower there. I'm actually joined by a Canal and River Trust, the lock operative that was helping us with the locks, a bloke called Rob. Absolutely brilliant bloke. He loves Liverpool and he was giving me loads of great little tidbits of information as we headed on through the docks themselves. Quite a scary place, I imagine, if you were just doing it on your own and not knowing where you were going. In this ditch here, we had to make sure we kept on the left to avoid that bank, and going through a tunnel now, and then coming out the other side you can see the Liver building straight away, and I've got to tell you, that's quite a magical sight. And we're just heading towards Prince's Lock. You've got 6 locks from the top of the Stanley flight going right into Salthouse Docks, where we are going to be mooring. There were quite a few tunnels to go through, but they're all brand spanking new. They're only about 10 years old. They've been put there especially to allow canal boats to get all the way through to the Albert Docks, which apparently is the number 2 most visited tourist attraction outside London. So of course, you know, they want a few canal boats in, and I'm happy to oblige. Heading out into the Albert Dock development, you can just see where all the museums are and everything there, and you just feel like, yeah, it's quite a tourist attraction, with the Tate Gallery and the museum of the Maritime Museum and Beatles story, of course, and loads of other stuff there. There are a few boats moored up, but they're mostly sort of yacht sea types ones, and some pedalos that look like swans. And here we are, we've just arrived in our own little pontoon in the middle of Liverpool. Right, so only having just got to Liverpool, I now have to, it's the next day, it's Sunday, and I have to go to the NEC for my job as a public relations manager for a gardening company. So I am going to be missing out on most of my stay in the Liverpool docks, but on the plus side, I've got a hotel room, bed, sofa, I've got a hairdryer, I've got heating that I don't actually have to put coal in to work, so that's quite good. Electric kettle that I don't have to heat up on the hob, amazing. Plenty of storage space for clothes. Air conditioning, some art on the wall there, some art. And if we go into the bathroom here, we've got a sink. Oh, it's blocked. Blocked the sink already. There's a toilet that I don't have to actually physically empty myself. Privacy. There's a shower that I don't have to pump out the water in the bottom, so that's another bonus. I have basically caused a blockage somehow. Oh my god. There we go, that's fine. I've got drinking water that just comes out of the tap, I don't have to boil it. Got an actual TV, which I don't have. Got an ironing board. And that. I don't know why. So, yes, I will be at the NEC for a few days, but at least I can have some creature comforts for once. Right, so I've just got back from Birmingham and I'm absolutely shattered. And now I've got my mum coming to stay for a couple of days, haven't I, Mum? She's right here on the boat. What do we want to see in Liverpool?
Walker Gallery, definitely. Beatles story, and then a nice tour around the... Love that.
Alright, let's go.
Ahead of you, you've got Lord Street and Church Street here. These are all... Now what Cunard and White Star specialised in was taking emigrants from all over Europe and Ireland.
The pub of the week this week wasn't the Cavern pub, it was the Swan on Wood Street. Liverpool doesn't really cater for the alternative crowd, in my opinion, so if you like your rock and metal kind of music, head here. There's 3 floors, 2 jukeboxes, pipe for £2, friendly staff, and even friendlier locals. So if you're in Liverpool and you're stuck for somewhere to go that plays heavy metal music, check it out! Just check it out. Right, for boaters visiting Liverpool, here's a bit of a pros and cons for you. So the good thing about mooring in Liverpool was that you are given probably the poshest mooring you've ever had. You're on a pontoon, you're right in the middle of it all, there's attractions everywhere, you've got the Beatles story, the Maritime Museum, the Liver buildings just around the corner, as well as the Liverpool Museum. And shopping, Liverpool's the best for shopping, and you've got Liverpool One right on your doorstep. On the other hand, that does mean there's a hell of a lot of noise, because can you imagine there's so many people out and about in this area, all getting absolutely hammered because they're from Liverpool, or enjoying the sights of Liverpool. And you're right by the road as well, which is, yeah, so you've got the traffic and also drunks who like to walk by and sit on the benches by the boats there. So there is a gap between you and the road there, but on one night a bloke jumped over the railings and I found this guy lying on the deck and he was on the phone. So I came out the boat and I said, are you alright, mate? Do you need help? He's like, yeah, it's just my mate's like, I thought he jumped in the dock, but actually he's at the train station up the road. So I got my key out and had to help him out, but that was like 3:30 in the morning, and I really needed some sleep by then. So yeah, not the most peaceful of moorings, but if you are going to visit, you're probably just going to be on holiday anyway and having a good time yourself. But all in all, I wish I'd been able to stay there a bit longer. You've got 1 week that's free. And then every day after that, I think is about £20 per day. So make the most of that week, I would, definitely. Alright guys, well thanks so much for watching this video. Thanks so much for watching, and especially thank you to all the new subscribers that have joined us. Every single name that comes through, I see you all on my email, so thanks very much for joining us. We've got some really exciting adventures coming up soon, because the next trip, we're going to go across to the Lancaster Canal. And that involves going across an estuary, which I've never done before. So stay tuned and join me on the next episode as we go into the unknown.